Big surprise for you today, YouTubians. Stay tuned.
Roll that intro.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.
What's up, everybody? Fellow YouTubians. Taking you on a little ride today. We're actually going to go meet up with a YouTuber and a very, very interesting guy who lives the life of a drifter and has been doing so for the past 25 years on his motorcycle. So I knew he was in town. I saw a post on his community YouTube page, so I shot him a message. He got right back to me. We exchanged numbers and we are meeting up, and that is Mr. Scooter Tramp Scotty. So I'm heading down right now to where he's staying, and then we're gonna go take about a 60-mile ride where he's gonna go scout out and set up a camp, talk to him a little bit, bring it to you guys, and then take the ride home. So enjoy the ride, and I'm sure we'll have some interesting stories to tell with Mr. Scooter Tramp. Extraordinarily resourceful guy, and fixes his bike on the go. He's got a Harley Davidson with, I don't, probably 500,000 miles. I know one of them had. I don't know about this particular one, but it's up there. So there's his bike.
Not in the mood for a failure.
What's going on, man? I was just calling you.
Oh, you were?
That button don't work. It don't work. That's why and it moves something inside, and it all fires. So these have a tendency to not work on these starters, on these years. That's why they make this. This button manually pushes that thing in, right? So it doesn't need power. Okay, so when you put power to this, it turns on, and then when you let it off, it stops the power coming in here, and it disengages, and your motor started, and you can drive, right?
Right.
Okay, now it's sticking when I have this plugged in, so I'm thinking, well, maybe something's wrong, and this thing keeps putting power in. Look at this. Here's a tester. Okay. There's no fucking power coming out of that thing. Watch when I put it to power. See the way it lights up?
Yeah.
This thing works. When I put on here, there's no power. There's no power. Yeah. So, but when I unplug it, it stops doing it. You see what I'm saying? There's a goddamn mystery there. What the hell is that? That's just, I mean...
That's the short, right?
Let's see. Let's try it like this. Well, no. Yeah, let's do it this way. Fuck it. Let's do it. Okay. See, this thing has been sticking in. See, it's coming out now, though. I don't understand why. It's not sticking anymore. I unplugged this wire. This wire goes to the button that operates the starter. But in order for this to make it stick in, this would have to be hot. I checked it. It's not hot. It has no power coming to it. It would have to stay hot. Seems to be working, doesn't it?
Sure does.
So let's try it with this plugged in. Oh, I'll need these just in case I got to pull it out. Or I can pull this plug out. Let's see if this has anything to do with it.
Almost
has something to do with it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the problem there? Now the spring that goes on the end of this, I melted it, and half of it's stuck in there, but it seems to be working. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to put this cap back on it. Leave that undone. I got another starter on the way too.
Where are you sending that to? Here?
Yeah, it's coming here. It should be here in a day or two. I'm gonna put this back on. You gotta have one of these for these, right? Aftermarket thing. That's how you have to start it, because this thing doesn't even work.
Right.
Going to the handlebars, it doesn't even work.
Huh.
And that's common to this year, so that's why they invented that. I'm gonna put it back on. I'm gonna keep a wrench close so I can undo the battery from it quickly if it screws up. We're gonna try just using it normally. I don't have the spring, but it seems to be working with what's left of the spring in it. I'll just leave the new starter here if so, and have BB send it to me when I do need it, you know? Let's see how this is gonna work out. Alright, I'm gonna want a 1/2 inch. I think it's a 1/2 inch that it ain't. Bet it's metric. I bet you it's a 12 millimeter. Because it's a I don't know who makes that starter, but it's undoubtedly Japanese, right? Probably have to use my metric wrench. Look at this, it ain't gonna take a 7/16 either. No. And it's a 1/2 inch, so it's a 12 millimeter. So I'm gonna leave the metric wrench up here so I can get to it quickly if this thing screws up again, right? And then we'll just put this back on and see what happens. Don't tell me I'm missing one of the screws. No, there it is. Okay. This is a very disorganized toolbox.
Best kind.
That's what I got. You might want this. This is probably it right here, because this is what I was using. Okay. And let's try. You know, it's weird too, it's because this thing's so small, and sometimes I have to empty half the stuff out to find one stupid wrench I'm looking
what's
for.
going on?
There it is.
Got everything in that bag.
Okay, I should have tried this to begin with. It just didn't cross my mind. I've never seen this problem before. I called 3 different mechanics I know that are good, Harley mechanics.
Yeah.
2 of them have never seen this problem before, and one of them, Randy, and Randy's good. He said, it's an internal short. I said, you seen this before? He said, yep. He says, it's an internal short in the starter. You need a new starter. So I just went with what he said.
Sure.
Let's see if this works. Tricky bastard. Okay. Just if it sticks again, I got to get that off to stop it. In a hurry, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I had this happen on my last bike, but it had a different starter. That one, if you took the spark plugs out and hit the starter, it wouldn't stop. Or sometimes I think if the battery, I forget, it's a different starter. It had this issue of staying stuck on. Okay, let's see what happens. So far it's working. Fuck it. We'll leave it, see what it does. Leave that wire off. Yep, Randy said internal short. I'm like, are you sure, Randy? He said, yeah. He says, I've seen that multiple times. I'm like, all right. I said, it's not just in the solenoid? He says, no, it's in the starter. So I guess that there is something, because he wouldn't lie to me. He's a guy I work for. I worked rallies for him. Randy's a good friend of mine, and he's seen it, so I guess it does happen.
Oh yeah.
But I don't No, I guess this ain't it. Well, that's cool. Let's see how that works. Good morning. That's a lot more convenient. All mechanics, doesn't matter how good they are, they're all wrong sometimes.
Yeah, you got that right.
Every fucking one of us. I've had guys who are some of the best I've ever known. The big screw-ups caused me a lot of trouble. Telling me stuff that was wrong, man, or was not right for my situation or whatever.
Bird's laughing at us too.
She's just trying to get attention because she's really bored. She works that window. See, she works the crowd if she gets bored. And so she does tricks for him and stuff here, right?
What you doing, Bird?
And so she'll do all these, she does this different stuff. She likes to, she's very social. So people would shove money underneath
Oh yeah.
the door and she'd chew it up. So I did the roof on this place, right?
Oh, cool.
And while I was doing that, it's copper with slate. I'm a roofer by trade. It's a beautiful fucking job. Anyway, I said, why don't I make a box out of this copper? I had a bunch of copper here.
Okay.
And cut a slot. And so that she can't, if they're gonna put money in, there's no sign says give the bird money, but if they're gonna put in, why have the bird chew it up?
Right.
So I put this box in, right? She made $1,100 last year.
Nice job, Bird.
Booyah! Yeah, she's worked slow today.
It's living.
She's earning her keep, man. I think she had a vet bill or something she had.
Bye-bye.
She paid for it herself, but she didn't know.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The other side gets all the views.
Decisions. Very important here.
Very important decision.
Look at that. Very important decision.
Dirty.
There it is good. It's our friend. Right above the big dog.
My fault, sounds like it. Get back, the button, she's
And just like that, my day with the motorcycle vagabond adventure began.
Told me that I'm more scared of the breakdown of society than I am of this disease.
Yeah.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.